Hi, this video is the first of a little mini series and we're going to look at stamping on fabric. Going to create Broderie Anglaise and we'll be using a couple of stamp sets from our For the Needle range. These have been specially designed for Broderie Anglaise and Whitework. So in this first video we're going to be looking at deciding what your design is going to be and preparing your fabric. So let's get started. So in order to make this Broderie Anglaise lace, I'm going to be using two different stamp sets that we have that have been designed for this. As you can see, I've used one far more than the other, which is a brand new set. What you need to do is you need to plan out what it is that you want to actually create, how you want your border to go, and so on. Now, this can be something as very simple as a basic scallop that repeats. So I've just got a bit of scrap paper here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of ink onto the stamp block or mount. And I'm just going to quickly make some impressions. I'm not worried so much about what's actually happening, how neat and tidy this is. I just want to see what kind of repeat I want to create for the lace. So that looks quite interesting. So how about we try three eyelets. Now, of course, with it being clear stamps, I can decide if that's where I want to actually place it much more easily. So that's quite a sweet repeat. Not too difficult to actually embroider either. That's the nice thing. You can choose something that's really, really complex, or you can choose something a little more simple. So let's see. How about, could put a flower in there, but I think a flower might actually not quite work. Let's try this. I'm fairly certain that this shape is not going to work. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. Not convinced. But this is part of the exercise, is to play around and decide what it is that you want to do. So let's have a little bit of a different play. I want to use that scallop. I know that I want to use that scallop. So let's see instead what different things I could fit into that scallop on its own. Now I could choose a little flower. Let's take, this is from the Paisley Eyelet set. That could be quite nice. Or back to the original idea, which was the 3 dots, which we know works quite well. So I don't think I need to stamp that again to see. I could go with again from the Paisley eyelet set, a different type of floral, which could be like that, or feel a bit adventurous, could be like so. And then in fact, I like that very much. I think that would work really nicely. And let's see how we will do the center ones. So we've decided that is quite nice, but will it work across in a line? So that's the next thing to work out. And do take some time to play around with it. But the point is that you can create a lace design or any design. I mean, you don't have to use this for Broderie Anglaise at all. So there's some scallops. Now then, let's see. We go back to the little design that my head wants to call a tulip, even though it doesn't really look like a tulip. Would that work all of the way across, or will that be too busy? Actually, I think that would look really quite nice, and instead of going up to the top with the top one, how about now take a single dot. So what will be a single hole, slightly larger than, and place it like so. Yep, I think that's definitely what I'm going to go for. If I decide that it needs something else, I can always put an extra smaller dot in there if I want to, or an additional dot, say like so. Okay, so now we have to get on to actually stamping onto the fabric. Know exactly which stamps we want to use, worked out the design, but of course now you want to get it nice and straight. Now one thing that you can do is you could pull a thread. Now I'm using a really, really lightweight Egyptian cotton that I bought years and years and years ago. It was intended to be a Regency tambour work gown, and then I sort of stopped reenacting, so that went out the window. What if your fabric will allow for it? A good way to find your line is to take one thread and draw it out. Okay, so this can be the line that we're going to have our basic scallop go on. I won't be working as the length of lace, the full length of this, as I want it to trim the edge of a journal in actual fact. But as you can see, I'm creating a line. Now some people say that when you're working Eyelet Lace, Broderie Anglaise, that you should wash your fabric first and then starch your fabric before marking it out. Now that's fine if you're using traditional marking materials, but if you starch your fabric, then you stamp on it, the ink is not going to penetrate your fabric properly because the starch is creating a little bit of a coating. So I tend to leave it out at this point because I'm using stamps. You know, if I was drawing on it with a pencil, then I would use starch first because that keeps it much straighter. But definitely if your fabric is wrinkled or anything like that, give it a quick press. Press, not iron, because you want to make sure that you keep as much as you can the lines of the grain of the fabric as straight as you can. Now, if you have something that is like a closer weave, something like your linen table mats and things like that, or linen and cotton, that's fine. It still works absolutely perfectly. It always helps if you have something that's really, really tight, like a quilting cotton. You can still do Broderie Anglaise, but it is a lot more difficult to pierce the holes, because the point is you're meant to pierce the holes without cutting them until you get into the larger ones, which then become cut work. Your eyelets are meant to be, wherever possible, the threads pushed apart. So try to remember that when you're choosing a fabric. Thanks very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to watch the other videos in this little series, and we'll go through the rest of the processes to create the lace. Do hit subscribe and click that like button. It all helps the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.